Welcome to Lunch Break Reviews. Today we're talking about Absolute Batman number 6. Should you pack it or toss it? We only get about 30 minutes, probably a little bit less on this one. So let's go ahead and find out. I'm Bradley Butin, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome. There's no time to waste. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Let's start with what are we talking about? Absolute Batman number 6. This is the first of the second arc of the Absolute titles. I'll get a Flash out there, and I got to finish up Superman and Wonder Woman soon too. But this one has been written by Scott Snyder. The art is by Nick Dragata. This was released on March 19th, 2025 from DC Comics. And here is a quick synopsis. This is it. Catch up on Arc 1 before the start of Arc 2. Bruce Wayne, a young man who has built his entire life on leveling up, on becoming a bigger man than both his enemies and his obstacles can stand in his way, will have to break down the Black Mask and his gang of party animals. Will he be able to do this without the help of his unlikely new MI6 ally, Alfred Pennyworth? And how do his childhood friends Edward Nygma, Waylon Jones, Harvey Dent, and Oswald Cobblepot, among others, play a crucial role in Batman's legacy as Gotham's vigilante? Absolute Batman's first story arc, The Zoo, concludes with this larger-than-life story while introducing a few new elements to come in Arc 2. You'd have to be absolutely mad to miss it. This is a comic book roundup rating. The critic rating as of right now is a 9.3 and the user is a 9.4. And I'm pretty sure I agree with that right there, but we'll get into it. My review from Comic Book Roundup is a 9.5 from Nerd Dad Brad. Arc 1 is done. Arc 2 is a go. This picks up and continues Absolute Batman story. The story is epic. The art is fantastic. And he literally punts a baby thingamabob. I don't know. This is a good, fun ride, and I'm here for it. I hope this one is in your pull box for sure. All right, let's go ahead and get into some reviews. Most of these are good, so let's go ahead and get going. My first review is from Das Boy, and it's a 10. Usually don't give out 10 out of 10, but this is just because of how entertaining and fun the series is. Nick Dragata's art finally won me over. I think he might be the next definite artist for Batman if he keeps this out. Legit, this run can be the 2020s version of the New 52 Batman. Absolute Superman may be my favorite. Absolute Wonder Woman may be the best, but Scott Snyder, he's the reason why I became a Batman fan and got me reading comics like crazy. Absolute Batman is the most entertaining out of the Absolute series, in my opinion. He's the best modern Batman writer of all time. You know what? I think I co-sign that. I agree with you. All right, let's get another good review. This is a 10 from Jess212. Absolute Batman number 6 maintains all the gas, no brakes approach as the story presses through a breakneck pace of action-laced panels. Nick Dragata and Scott Snyder have made a genuinely funny series within a bleak premise, and I applaud them for it since it is a rare feat that is worthy of praise. Well said, Jess212. Let's keep going on with some review. Absolute Batman number 6 is strong, intelligent, and ultimately affirming end to the Zoo arc, marking a point of transition for the series as it shifts away from Black Mask and moves a bit closer to some typical Batman character dynamics and status quos. Absolute remains interested in exploring a Batman with fewer resources, but more systems and structures in place. Snyder's script delivers a thematic, rich conclusion worth the price of admission for the last few pages alone, bolstering by a strong present-day storyline and coalescing flashback moments, paired with Dragata's art, which adds kinetic energy of action beats to the conversation moments through dynamic paneling. Martin's coloring wraps those beats into sharp juxtapositions of red and blues that speak to the pain and hope that permeates this book overall. Absolute Batman #6 sticks the landing in such a compelling way that it quells any complaint that provides an enriching reinterpretation of the character. Yeah, I dig that. Let's keep this going. This one is a 9.7 from Nerd Initiative Ken M. Absolute Batman concludes its first arc on a fiery and violent fueled note. Snyder's writing shoots Bruce Wayne into the savage, close flawlessness. Dragata and Martin push the envelope on the line of heroic and horror with their art. Forget any preconceived notions. The vision of the Dark Knight stands out on its own pedestal for a reason. All right. Pedestal, I think, is where we're trying to get to, but hey, that's okay. Another good review. This one is a 9.0 and from Batman News, Jackson Luke, and even in the series where everything is taken to this ridiculous extreme, Scott Snyder lets the core of the character shine through a brilliant testament to what Batman is about. It can take many forms, and regardless of whether it's in a contemplative detective mystery or something as action-packed as this, what matters is that Batman will never stop caring for those around him and will fight like hell to protect the city. Past all the muscle and metal, Absolute Batman is a story filled with heart. Yeah. All right. We did several reviews. All of them were good. I thought it was good. I'm a big comic guy. I got to stick with it, man. This is good. I like it. Keep going. I like Flash #1. We'll get to an episode of that here as soon as I can. But do you agree or disagree with the reviews? Were there any points in the reviews that you didn't think of? Where were the reviews actually valid? Well, there wasn't really a lot of like specific call outs besides, the normal comic stuff. The writing was good. The art was good. All that kind of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and find out where it sits in the lunch break point system. And I got 5 categories for up to 5 points each. We're going to start with the story plot. This is the main course. How engaging and well structured is the story? All right. So I'm going to start this off right in the middle. So we're going to explain what that is. For 3 points, was a decent storytelling with a mix of strengths and weaknesses. There's more strengths than weaknesses. Absolutely. Let's see what a 4 would do. A 4 would be strong, engaging plot with well-developed themes and direction. I think we're going to live right there. 5 would be masterful storytelling. It's not a perfect comic book by any means, so we're going to stick that with a 4. All right, so 4. And the second is the side dish. This is for characters and dialogue. Are the characters well written and the dialogue engaging? For 3 points, would be good character depth with decent dialogue, but room for improvement. 4 points would be strong character arcs, well-crafted relationships, and engaging dialogue. And 5 points would be iconic characters with rich development and near-perfect dialogue. We're going to live in the 3 to 4, just because this is the start of a new arc, so we're going to see where it goes. I'm leaning more towards a 4 in this one, strong character arcs, but they're not really defined yet. We got a full arc of Batman. #6 didn't have a lot of Alfred, really. We're getting to it, I think. So we're going to live here with a 3. All right. And next is next would be the presentation. This is the artwork and the visual style. This is probably going to be pretty high for me. 3 points would be so here's the question I got to ask myself. Does the art elevate the storytelling and create a visually compelling experience? And it absolutely does for me. So we're going to start this at 3 points. Good overall, but with occasional weak panels or visual storytelling gaps, no, not even close. 4, constantly impressive. Absolutely is right there with expressive character work and fluid action. It meets all of that, but I still think it goes a little further. Stunning visuals, yes, for 5 points. Innovative paneling, yes. And masterful artistic storytelling. This is a 5 by definition. All right. And next is going to be the flavor factor. That's right. This is the entertainment value of the book. Does the comic keep you engaged and excited to read more? The answer is yes. We're going to start this at 3 points. Was it enjoyable overall with some lulls or pacing issues? It was yes, meets all that in my opinion. For 4 points, highly entertaining with moments that stand out. Yes, it easily is a 4. Highly entertaining and moments that stand out. For 5 points, impossible to put down pure page turning excellence. We're going to live right there again because I read it twice in a pretty quick amount of time. All right, so there we are at 18 points out of 25 so far, still up to 5 points. Will this get up to 23? Let's find out. Rereadability, leftovers or toss it. You know what? I've already read it twice, so it's easily going to be a 3, worth a second read or keep it in your collection. Yes, 4 points would be highly rereadable. It is with layers of detail or enjoyment. Yes, 5 points would be a timeless classic, essential for my collection. This is going to live in a 4 for me. We'll see where it goes, but it's the first issue of a new arc, and so we're going to get it. Total points here is going to be 22 points. So 22 out of 25. That is not bad at all. This is an outstanding and a must read for you comic and your Batman fans. Yeah, that's right. All right, so here we go. Get it. Go to your local comic book store. You definitely want to keep this one. So yes, you should definitely pack this in your lunch and join the conversation here, guys. The lunch break point system has spoken. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. Join the conversation. Find out on Letterboxd at NerdDadBrad, YouTube at NerdPositive1, Facebook at NerdPositive, TikTok at NerdPositive1, and X at NerdDadBrad. Talk to me. And you know what? Thanks for tuning in to Lunch Break Reviews. For more bite-sized takes on the latest comics, TV shows, and blockbusters, be sure to follow, share, and rate the show with 5 stars. Want to join the conversation or be a guest on a future episode? Reach out. You might just find yourself on the next Lunch Break special. Until next time, keep your lunch packed and your comics stacked. Bye-bye.